fun? That's what's nice about this, being able to have these 4 trees sitting in front of you.
I see you,
Good dad. Youth and Family Services believes including dads in home visits is a vital piece of the child's development. A dad brings a different perspective and experiences to the lives of their child. From the way dad picks up an infant to the way they teach an older child, it is going to be different from mom's. As a home visitor, working nights to include dad is difficult because of our own personal lives. But what is a couple of nights a month when it comes to the lives of our children we are working with? We are making a social change in getting dads involved. When dads are involved, children are more likely to do better in school and less likely to be incarcerated. I have used the following 7 strategies to successfully work with dads in the past 5 years. Availability. First teacher. Interest. Recruitment. Hands-on. Include mom. Relationship.
Home visits are something that would be pretty hard for me to make in the morning, being that's my busiest time, and I can generally cut away from work an hour, maybe 2 hours early, so I can be there to participate in.
How's it going, Rick? Glad I'm over here. Just doing a little bowling.
Hey, you Klingon! 2 hands. I got this. 2 hands. Oh, uh-oh, you wrecked my ball.
To be the first teacher, he's there a lot more than we are. He knows his children better than we do. He understands his children. And when I use it in home visits, I get him to get on the floor and engage his children differently than I do, because I'm looking at, okay, he's got to do this for education purposes. He goes in there thinking, this is going to be fun. I'm going to go play with my child. And the education piece is second nature because he knows his child so well. Home visits normally last about an hour and a half. To get the relationship with their fathers and the mothers, we have to be willing to schedule our visits further apart so that we can take that extra time to go outside and visit as they walk us out to our car, or take that extra time to find out about that interest. Just because we're there for the child for an hour and a half, we need to build that relationship with the family. And it may be going out as dad walks you out to the car and talking about his truck that's sitting in the driveway that you can clearly see that he is working on to fix it up, or to talk about the job, their hobbies, anything that they are interested in. Spend that time, that extra time at every visit, and ask them who won the race on Sunday. Look at it, check the paper before you go so you know who won the race, especially if you know it's his favorite driver. Or keep up on a favorite baseball team or football team so that you can talk to him about how his team is doing. That is building that relationship with the dad, because the dad will appreciate the fact that you're taking the time to see how his team is doing in case he didn't get to see. When recruiting dads for home visits, first thing I do is I will simply call them up. Even after I've scheduled a visit with mom, I will call dad up and say, we have a visit, and give him the time and date. I hope you can make it, and visit with him a little bit more, especially if it's a dad that I haven't had contact with. I'll spend a few minutes visiting with him on the phone. If dad is there, but say he's in the back room or outside working, what I will do is I will go out and invite him in, or take the activity to him if he's outside. Again, I will note on what he is doing, and if that is an interest, I will start bringing activities out that will focus more on maybe his interests to get him drawn into his child. Once I've got him drawn in and he's being at more and more home visits, then I may not have to focus as much on his interest, but you have to focus on his interest to get dad involved. If it's not fun for dad, he may not be involved.